Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone present on that side. I Vinay again welcome each and everyone on the Life Physics VK channel. So, in the yesterday's or you can say in the previous lecture, we discussed about the Ohm's law, and from that Ohm's law we get to know about a new term known as the resistance. So we studied that resistance, we studied a new term which has been in a forward manner, which is being related to the resistance. That term was the resistivity. So we studied the resistivity also. We studied the dependence of the resistance and resistivity on the temperature, but for the conductor. So now we are going to continue the same topic. We are going to continue with the dependence of resistance or resistivity, but this time we are going to study for semiconductor. So dependence of resistance or resistivity versus temperature. But this time we are going to study for semiconductor, not for the conductor. So we have studied the dependence on the conductor. Let's talk about the semiconductor. But first of all, let us explain or let us try to understand what is the meaning of semiconductor, and let me clear few things earlier. First thing, semiconductor, it is not that simple, or you can say it is not that only a small topic जिसे अब हम लोग within the 5 minute discuss करेंगे and it would be closed down. It would not be like that, because you know that at the end of your class 12 you have or we have a last chapter named as the semiconductor and electronic devices. It means we have to study the semiconductor in a complete chapter. So it is a wider topic, but अभी यहाँ पे हमें उसको केवल minute और you can say in a small fraction में understood करना है. So we are going to just only discuss about the basic thing about the semiconductor और यहीं पे इसे थोड़ा सा रखना है. So basically you all know that semiconductor means the element which is partially conductor and partially insulator. Means it can also behave like an insulator and it can also behave like a conductor. So basically ये होता कैसे है? So semiconductor are generally tetravalent element like your silicon, germanium. So these all have the tetravalency, means they have 4 electrons in their outermost orbit. So if I explain you, let's suppose this is your first silicon atom. We have another silicon. So I am talking about a silicon crystal structure. And since we also know that the elements or the atoms having the 4 electron in their outermost orbit, they always forms the covalent bond, means they will prefer to make the sharing of the charges. So this will share with their neighbor. So I am talking about this middle one. बाकी भी सारे शेयर हैं, but let's talk on or let's focus on the middle silicon. This middle silicon has a 4 electron in their outermost orbit. तो 4 तो इसके पास हैं. Let's suppose I am representing with the dot. So these 4 dots are representing the 4 electron of this silicon. So it's shared with the neighbor on the right hand side, and one of the electron of the right silicon is shared with the center one. In a similar manner, one of the electron of this lower silicon is being shared with the center, one from the left, one from the top. And they will do their later on. ये process चलता रहेगा. But look out at the center. So at the center, it has the 4 electron on its own. तो 4 electron तो इसके खुद के थे, but the 4 electron it gets shared from its neighbor. तो 4 electron इसने अपने neighbor से share किए, and by this sharing tendency or by this covalent formation, it completes its octane. And that's why the center silicon now is in a complete manner, and this is your silicon structure. So I am talking about the silicon semiconductor here first of all. So now presently this is the situation at 0 Kelvin. So when your temperature is 0 Kelvin, 0 Kelvin, it is also being known as the absolute temperature. So at 0 Kelvin, there is no free electron present in our surrounding. 0 Kelvin means absolute temperature, means हम लोग एज्यूम करते हैं ये वो टेम्परेचर है जहां पे हीट इज 0 जूल. We assume that 0 Kelvin is that temperature where the absolute or the surrounding heat present is 0. वहां पे कोई हीट नहीं है, उसे ही हम लोग 0 Kelvin बुलाते हैं. So it is 0 Kelvin जहां पे हम लोग ये मान के चलते हीट नहीं है, not the 0 degree Celsius. 0 degree Celsius means 273.15 Kelvin. तो 0 degree Celsius it is the another unit to measure the temperature. Please एक चीज जो दिमाग से हम लोगों को confusion में रखता है कि when we say 0 degree Celsius we assume that there is no heat. 0 degree मतलब heat ही नहीं है, but it is not like that. At 0 degree Celsius there is a heat. Okay, what is 0 degree Celsius? You know that from the temperature chapter in the class 11, means it is the point where the water convert itself from the liquid state to the solid state, means it is the freezing point of the water. तो water के freezing point को हम लोग 0 degree Celsius बुलाते हैं because the scientist who gave the unit Celsius was the scientist जिन्होंने हमें टेम्परेचर को मेजर करना सिखाया था, and he uses the concept of water. तो उन्होंने कहा where the water freezes we call this as a 0 degree, and the point where the water boils we call that as a 100 degree. और इस तरीके से हमारे पास सेल्सियस स्केल आया. बट 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस ने कभी ये नहीं कहा कि वहां पे हीट है, और नेवर the Celsius says, means scientist Celsius says that कि 0 degree Celsius is the point where is no heat is present. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, वो तो बस वो पॉइंट है जहां पे वाटर फ्रीज होता है. Hope you got it. So what is 0 Kelvin? It is our absolute zero temperature. ये हमारा absolute zero temperature है. So we assume that at that point there is no heat present. And if there is no heat present at 0 Kelvin, it means there is no external amount of energy which is being absorbed by the electron to break the bond. तो यानी सीधा सा बात है, अगर एक्सटर्नल एनर्जी नहीं है तो कोई इलेक्ट्रॉन एनर्जी को रिसीव नहीं करेगा, and if none of the electron is going to absorb the external energy, so definitely there would be no breakdown. It means there is no free electron present at that stage. अब कोई इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्री नहीं है. That's why we call this as a insulator. Means this semiconductor, means this silicon structure at 0 Kelvin behave as a insulator. So it is insulator because there is no free charges, और अगर charges ही free नहीं है, so there would be no movement of charges, so there would be insulating behavior. Now this was the first condition at 0 Kelvin. Now what would be happen if we come at room temperature? Now we are at a room temperature. So I am talking about the two different condition. First condition was 0 Kelvin, तो वहां पे मान के चलते कोई heat ही नहीं है. Second, let us come at a room temperature. Room temperature means your present situation near about 25 degree Celsius, 26 degree Celsius, and we already discussed that 25 degree Celsius or 26 degree Celsius, that energy means this thermal energy at a room temperature is being very much sufficient to break the bonds of the electron. और since it is a covalent bond, तो definitely ये हमारे आयरन या फिर बाकी जो दूसरे metals हैं उनके bond से तो weaker ही होगा, and it can be easily break out. So at a room temperature means some of the thermal energy is provided. But when I am saying some of the thermal energy is provided, it means I am indicating the suitable thermal energy. And I hope you all got what is the meaning of suitable. Suitable means I am talking about that energy which should be greater than the work function of this. Because हर इलेक्ट्रॉन को किसी भी एटम के बॉन्ड से ब्रेक करने के लिए we required a minimum amount of energy, and that minimum amount of energy is also called as work function, or also being called as the threshold energy. energy. So here I am using a word suitable. Suitable word means definitely this thermal energy is being greater than the work function है. So when the suitable thermal energy is being provided, this electron, let's suppose this electron absorb that energy and break itself and get it free. इस इलेक्ट्रॉन ने अपने आप को फ्री कर लिया by absorbing that suitable energy, and by this manner this would be that room temperature, means this would start behaving like a conductor. So point is that कि this silicon structure is behaving like an insulator and it is also behaving like a conductor. तो वो insulator की तरह भी है और conductor की तरह भी है. Okay, I am not saying कि वो room temperature पे आके ही conductor बनेगा. इसके नीचे भी sometimes there are various elements जो 10 degree Celsius means near about 10 degree Celsius में भी ये insulator ही रहेगा because that energy is not being sufficient. So this is the section which can behave like a conductor as well as insulator. तो हमें बस एक rough idea चाहिए था. So this is the semiconductor, and if we increase more temperature, if we heat more silicon, अगर हम इस silicon को और ज़्यादा heat करते हैं, what is going to be happen? More suitable thermal energy is being provided. More suitable energy is being provided. It means इस इलेक्ट्रॉन के अलावा कोई दूसरा इलेक्ट्रॉन भी एनर्जी को रिसीव करेगा and that electron will also be free. If you provide more suitable energy, अगर आप और टेम्परेचर को बढ़ाते हैं, someone get also being free. It means is that how many number of electrons are free, means कितने नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्री हैं रन करने के लिए जिनकी वजह से करंट बनेगा. सो हाउ मेनी नंबर्स ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन आर फ्री और आर प्रेजेंट टू फ्री टू मूव, कितने हैं, दैट डिपेंड अपॉन द टेम्परेचर. इट मींस व्हेन द टेम्परेचर इज बीइंग इंक्रीज, द नंबर ऑफ फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स विल आल्सो बी इंक्रीज. दैट इज द डिफरेंट थिंग व्हिच मेक्स द डिफरेंस बिटवीन सेमीकंडक्टर एंड द कंडक्टर. Conductor means iron है. If we talk about the iron, so iron has a ability that it can maximum one iron atom maximum आपके 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन को क्या कर, sorry 3 electrons. So 3 electrons from a single iron atom can be used by providing the suitable energy. But when we talk about the silicon atom, so it has the 4 electrons. But वो मैक्सिमम 4 कर सकता है, बट इट डिपेंड अपॉन द टेम्परेचर. सो सम टाइम विद द इंक्रीज इन टेम्परेचर एक इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज होगा, कभी 2 होंगे, कभी 3 होंगे. और बाय कंट्रोलिंग द टेम्परेचर और बाय इंक्रीजिंग एंड डिक्रीजिंग द टेम्परेचर वी कैन कंट्रोल द नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, एंड दैट मेक अ सेमीकंडक्टर लिटिल बिट more interesting part. So that's why let's talk about the genuine thing that we are going to discuss. So this was just only the demonstration about the semiconductor. So it has not been a mandatory part here. We will discuss the semiconductor detail at the last chapter जो हमारे पास आएगा. But अभी के लिए, so we got a formula for resistance which is ml by na e square tau. So here m stands for mass of electron which is constant, L stands for length of semiconductor constant, A stands for cross section area which is constant, E stands for charge of electron which is constant. Now if temperature is increased, let's suppose I am rising the temperature. So when the temperature is increased, first point is your relaxation time, means the average time between the two successive collision it being get decrease, because temperature जितना ज़्यादा होगा इलेक्ट्रॉन को velocity उतना ज़्यादा मिलेगा, and more be the velocity less be the relaxation time. But the second factor is your number density, small n, means number of electron or number of free electron per unit volume, they will increases. यहाँ पे नंबर ऑफ फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन फिक्स नहीं है. सो इन द केस ऑफ सेमीकंडक्टर नंबर ऑफ फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन विच आर गोइंग टू बी रिजल्ट इन द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ द करंट, वो इलेक्ट्रॉन जो आपको करंट इफेक्ट देंगे, बट here the number of electron are not being fixed like the conductor. So conductor they always provide us the free fixed number of free electron, वो fix होते हैं. But when we talk about the semiconductor, here the number of electrons are not being fixed. So if we provide the suitable energy to iron, तो वो अपने तीनों इलेक्ट्रॉन को लूज करेगा. But if we provide the suitable energy to semiconductor, so semiconductor में कितने number of electron free होंगे? So how many number of electron are being free in the semiconductor? That depend upon the temperature. So that's why by increasing the temperature, so if I increase the temperature, more be the external thermal energy I have been providing, and more be the external thermal energy, it means more be the electron get free to move. And more be the number of electron free, it means number density increases. Now this makes a little bit confusion that by increasing the temperature, relaxation time decreases, and if relaxation time decreases, resistance should increase. But on the other side, by increasing the same temperature on the same time when the relaxation time is being decreases, but the number density increases. And when the number density increases, resistance should decrease. So relaxation time says resistance should increase because it is decreasing, inversely proportional. But at the same time, number density says resistance should decrease because I am also inversely and I am increasing by increasing the temperature. So here both the phenomena are getting, means one of the parameter means both the parameters are being inversely proportional and both are behaving opposite to each other. Now we have to go. एक चीज डिक्रीज हो रहा है, एक चीज कम हो रहा है, जिसकी वजह से रेजिस्टेंस बढ़ना चाहिए, दैट इज रिलैक्सेशन टाइम. एक चीज इंक्रीज हो रहा है, नंबर डेंसिटी, और उसकी वजह से रेजिस्टेंस को डिक्रीज होना चाहिए. सो अब दोनों चीजें चेंज हो रही हैं, बट दोनों का चेंज होने का तरीका अलग है. सो मींस फर्स्ट कह रहा है ये होना चाहिए, सेकंड कह रहा है अलग तरीके से बिहेवियर होना चाहिए. तो व्हाट शुड बी द कॉन्सेप्ट? So now the point is, if two persons are saying कि आपको ये करना चाहिए, second one is saying आपको ये करना चाहिए. So comparison to both of them, which should be obeyed, दोनों में से किसका बात मानना चाहिए, that depend upon that as comparison to both of them, which is getting the higher value. दोनों में से कौन ज्यादा मैग्नीट्यूड पे काम कर रहा है. And when we got to know that, this is your important point, that increase in number density is much greater as comparison to relaxation time. This is the important point जो हमें समझना है. Relaxation time is being decreasing by increasing the temperature. तो टाइम कम हो रहा है टेम्परेचर बढ़ाने से, but the time which is being decreasing, that decrease in the time is very small. But on the other side, number density is increasing. So number density जो बढ़ रहे हैं, number of free electron जो बढ़ रहे हैं, वो very high है. So that's why the overall product tau is decreasing, but बहुत कम decrease हो रहा है, but number density बढ़ रहा है, but ये बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ रहा है. So overall product will increase. Got it? So tau is decreasing, but number density is increasing. But जो चीज decrease हो रही है, वो बहुत कम decrease हो रहा है, बहुत small amount में decrease हो रहा है, but small amount में हो रहा है. But on the other side, the next parameter which is been increasing, which is number density, it is been increasing by very large amount. That's why the overall product increases. And when product of n into tau, अब n into tau का जो overall product है, that product is being increasing. That's why here the resistance is being inversely proportional to product of n tau, and since n into tau increases, that's why your resistance should decreases. So by increasing the temperature, resistance should decrease, and that's why resistance and temperature are being inversely proportional. So for semiconductor, how the temperature and resistance vary? They vary inversely to each other. Means by increasing the temperature बढ़ाने से semiconductor का resistance कम होता है. तो इसका मतलब जितना ज़्यादा टेम्परेचर बढ़ता जाएगा its resistance is becoming low. Means your free charges are going to get less opposition. उतने ही कम opposition होता जाएगा and less be the opposition, we all know that, more be the amount of current. जितने opposition कम होंगे current उतना ही ज़्यादा होगा. And that is the advantage of semiconductor. And when we talk about the plotting, so when we go to the practical manner, we get to know the variation is something like that. Means, as I told you, it is being inversely, but proportionality never says कि both will change in the same rate. कि दोनों बराबर rate में change होते हैं. Okay, how the resistance relate with the temperature mathematically, that will be discussed in the last chapter of the semiconductor, not now. Because in electricity chapter, this is your electricity chapter, our complete focus is on the conductor. हम conductors को पढ़ने वाले हैं जो हमारे surrounding में हैं. So we are talking about electricity, means electrical component. And let me clear one more thing. You all have heard about these two words जो मैं अभी आपसे बात करने जा रहा हूँ. First word is electrical and second word is electronics. So there is been difference between electrical and electronics. Electrical, the branch of physics which deals with the flow of charges. So this is the branch of the physics which deals with the flow of charges. Electrical branch. So अभी हम electrical branch of the physics में हैं. Okay, but what is electronics? Electronics, the branch of the physics which deals with the control flow of charges. So there is a difference in both the branches. दोनों में charges के flow को deal किया जाता है, but in electrical flow हो रहा है. But in electronics, the flow of charges is being control manner. आपके हाथ में control होगा उसका कि कितने charge flow करेंगे. How much charge और how many charges are going to be flow. और नंबर ऑफ चार्जेस कितने फ्लो करेंगे वो हम लोग सेमीकंडक्टर में कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं. सो वी कैन कंट्रोल नॉट बाय टेम्परेचर. अभी के लिए तो पता चला कि टेम्परेचर बढ़ाएंगे तो नंबर ऑफ फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन, बट देयर आर वेरियस मोर मेथड्स, और भी बहुत टेक्निक है जिससे हम लोग नंबर ऑफ चार्जेस को कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं. हम कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं कि अमाउंट ऑफ करंट ज्यादा होना चाहिए, कम होना चाहिए, कैसे, कब बढ़ाना है, कब घटाना. We can control by our own hand. That's why this branch is called as electronics. And in electronics branch, we can't use the conductor because conductor has fixed number of electron. ये सबसे ज़्यादा बात है जो आपको समझना है. Conductor have fixed number of charges per unit volume, means for the conductor number density is same. आप temperature बढ़ाओ घटाओ, ओके, इफ द एक्सटर्नल थर्मल एनर्जी सुटेबल है उसको ब्रेक करने के लिए, उसके बाद वो हमेशा फिक्स ही रहेंगे. नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन बढ़ना घटना नहीं है फॉर कंडक्टर. सो वो तो फिक्स हो गए, तो हमारे पास कंट्रोल क्या है. सो व्हेन यू कनेक्ट अ वायर, जब भी आप किसी वायर को कनेक्ट करते हो या किसी भी इलेक्ट्रिकल डिवाइस, इलेक्ट्रिकल, लेट मी गिव यू एग्जांपल, योर इलेक्ट्रिकल फैन, जो फैन हमारे प्रेजेंट में. सो इलेक्ट्रिकल फैन दे आर मेड अप ऑफ कंडक्टर. आप जानते हैं, अपने 10th क्लास में इलेक्ट्रिक मोटर पढ़ा है हम लोगों ने. सो इलेक्ट्रिक मोटर में हम लोग कॉपर वाइंडिंग्स लेते हैं फॉर टू मेक द आर्मेचर. सो कॉपर इज अ कंडक्टर, सो फ्री चार्जेस उतने ही रहने वाले हैं. सो दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज अ इलेक्ट्रिकल डिवाइस. सो जब भी आप फैन खरीदने जाएंगे, व्हेनेवर यू विल गो टू द मार्केट एंड यू परचेज अ फैन, कूलर और एनी एलिमेंट व्हिच कंटेन्स द कंडक्टर, जिसके अंदर कंडक्टर है, डेफिनेटली you will step into the electrical shop. वहां पे electrical shop लिखा होगा. So electrical shop mainly deals with those appliances which contains the conductor. But if you want to purchase such element or such device which contains the semiconductor, जिसमें semiconductor का involvement है ज़्यादा, we call that device as a electronic device. Like semiconductor are being used in our LCDs. जो हमारे LEDs जो हैं, LCDs तो पुराने हो गए, लिक्विड क्रिस्टल डिस्प्ले. नाउ वी आर वर्किंग ऑन LED, लाइट एमिटिंग डायोड डिवाइसेस. सो LEDs these contain semiconductor. LED बल्ब इसके अंदर सेमीकंडक्टर होता है. Okay, your mobile phones these also contains the semiconductor. So जब भी आप मोबाइल परचेज करने जा रहे हैं, आप LED खरीदने जा रहे हैं, LED बल्ब ले रहे हैं, या फिर any other appliances which contains some semiconductor equipment in it, वो अगर कोई semiconductor को involve करता है, we call that branch as a electronic, and on the top of that shop it has been clearly mentioned electronics. Okay, हाँ ऐसा कई बार होता है कि when we step into the electronic shop और हमें वहाँ पे कूलर भी मिल जाते हैं, so that is the different thing. ये argue का बात नहीं है, ये हो जाता है कि the same shopkeeper or the same supplier is being dealing, वो फिर वो अपना market और business देख रहा है. So he or she is sitting there in that shop, and in the same shop he's been selling the LED, and on the same shop he's been selling the fan. और उसके बाहर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक शॉप लिखा हुआ है. सो टेक्निकली वो गलत है, बट ही इज नॉट बीइंग कंसर्न्ड. उसे इससे कोई मतलब नहीं है, उन्हें मालूम भी नहीं होगा कि व्हाट इज. देयर आर वेरियस शॉपकीपर, आई एम नॉट मेकिंग द जोक फन ऑफ दैट, बट there are various shopkeeper, they write that it is electrical shop, Ram Electrical, Ram Electronics, XYZ name, but there are various shopkeepers and ourselves. जब तक हम लोगों ने भी नहीं पढ़ा तब तक हम लोग भी कंफ्यूज हैं कि इलेक्ट्रिकल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एक ही चीज होता है, but they are totally different, and we will study this electronics later on detailed. But till now, since we are comparing the resistance of conductor with temperature, so ये sometimes in the CBSE it has been seen that कि वो on the same time वो हमसे semiconductor का plotting भी पूछ लेता है, और he might ask how does it depend, but there would be no numerical here. यहाँ पे अभी के लिए आपके पास कोई न्यूमेरिकल नहीं है from the semiconductor variation with the temperature, but we have the resistance directly proportional to temperature for the semiconductor. We have numerical related to that. So hope you got it. Okay, पर याद रखना electrical and electronics are the separate things. उनमें अलग-अलग है. Got it? So we have discussed the variation or the dependence of resistance, and in the same manner I am going to write, or we are going to discuss the same thing here, that resistance is being directly proportional to temperature. In the same manner we have a resistivity. Formula is m by ne square tau. The same thing. If temperature increases, relaxation time decreases, but number density increases. But overall product of number density and relaxation time increases. And that's why if n into tau is being inversely proportional, that's why resistivity decreases. So by increasing the temperature, resistivity decreases. So we can say it is being inversely. तो आप लोग एक ही जगह पे लिख सकते हो. And if it is being writing, so you can also draw the graph. हम लोग ऐसे utilize कर रहे हैं. So this is the variation of resistance or resistivity versus temperature, and this is our graphical representation. Done? Similarly, there is one more 1 marks element जिसको हमें temperature के साथ discuss करना है. Let's have the discuss on that, and that third element is alloy. And we all are familiar with the alloy. So alloy basically the mixture of two or more metals as per the requirement हम लोग कैसे mix कर रहे हैं. So alloy also shows the same variation जो metal यानी conductors show करते हैं. But when we see or when we saw the alloy in a practical manner to show the variation is to be found like that. And I hope you get what is the difference between the conductor and the alloy now. Means in conductor resistance is being directly, means by increasing the temperature the resistance of conductor increases. In the same manner, by increasing the temperature the resistance of alloy also increases. But the variation difference is in graph. दोनों में जो difference है वो graph में है. The difference lies in the graph. In conductor, I am again drawing. आप लोग already draw कर चुके हो. For the conductor, the resistance variation was like that. Means the variation of resistance with respect to temperature was non-uniform. Means आपका टेम्परेचर बढ़ाने से रेजिस्टेंस बढ़ेगा तो सही, बट नॉन यूनिफॉर्मली बढ़ेगा. मींस आपको कोई आइडिया नहीं है कि कितना टेम्परेचर बढ़ाने से कितना राइज होने वाला है. बट एलॉयज आर द मिक्सचर ऑफ द टू और मोर मेटल्स, और हम लोग इसीलिए बनाते हैं इसे. वी मेक द एलॉयज फॉर द सेम पर्पस दैट वी मिक्स देम इन अ प्रॉपर मैनर. इस तरीके से कंटेन करते हैं कि वॉट एवर बी द रिजल्ट, जो हमारे पास रिजल्ट आता है टू कंडक्टर्स और टू मेटल्स और उससे ज्यादा मेटल्स को मिला के, वी कॉल दैट रिजल्ट एज एलॉय, एंड दिस एलॉय विल सॉल्व आवर प्रॉब्लम. एंड व्हाट वाज आवर प्रॉब्लम? आवर प्रॉब्लम वाज नॉन यूनिफॉर्म वेरिएशन ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस वर्सेस टेम्परेचर. वेरिएशन वाज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल, यानी टेम्परेचर बढ़ाने से रेजिस्टेंस बढ़ेगा, बट द वेरिएशन वाज नॉन यूनिफॉर्म. कंडक्टर के लिए वो नॉन यूनिफॉर्म था, बट वी मिक्स देम. हम लोगों ने एलॉयज को मिक्स किया और हम लोगों ने प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी कुछ इस तरीके से रखा दैट नाउ द वेरिएशन इज गोइंग टू बी इन अ यूनिफॉर्म मैनर. मींस अगर आपके टेम्परेचर बढ़ाने से रेजिस्टेंस बढ़ रहा है, देखो दोनों में बढ़ रहा है, बट हियर नॉन यूनिफॉर्म. तो लेट्स सपोज माय टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज बाय 1 डिग्री सेल्सियस, and we all know that the heating effect of electric current, that whenever the current passes through any electrical appliance, I am talking about any electrical, तो आप थोड़ा सा ध्यान में रखना इस बात को. So whenever the current passes through any electrical appliance, तो current pass होगा तो heat तो बनेगा, and whenever the heat is generated, temperature rises. Let's suppose temperature rise by 1 degree Celsius, resistance increase by 1. Again, तो और करंट जाएगा तो टेम्परेचर फिर राइज होगा, तो हीट बनने से कोई नहीं रोक सकता. सो वी कांट स्टॉप any electrical appliance to produce the heat. So heat is going to be definitely, it is going to be produced. So next time my temperature increase by 2 degree, but my resistance is increased by 1.5. Okay, next time it is being 3 degree, my resistance increases and becomes 1.6. Next time it becomes 4 degree, it becomes 1.9. Next 5 degree Celsius, it becomes 2.5. Means by increasing the temperature, the resistance of the conductor is also increasing. But the rate of increasing in the resistance, it has not been a uniform. Initially, the resistance increased by 0.5 when the temperature increased by 1 degree Celsius. Then when the temperature increased by 1 degree, it increased by only 0.1. Then increased by 0.3, then increased by 0.6. So means it is a non-uniform. बढ़ तो रहा है, टेम्परेचर बढ़ाने से रेजिस्टेंस बढ़ रहा है, बट इन अ non-uniform manner. So that is the point जो आपको अंडरस्टूड करना है. But alloy gives us a uniform rate कि it is being going to increase in this manner. So definitely it is being increasing in this manner. Check this out. 1 to 1.5 to 2, 2 to 2.5, 2.5 to 3. अब अगला आप बता सकते हैं that when my temperature would be 6 degrees Celsius, you can know that क्या होने वाला resistance, it would be 3.5. This is the advantage of uniform increasement. हमें अगर कोई चीज uniformly जा रही है, we can predict for the future. If this is happening in a uniform manner, so we can predict, okay, in future after rising, इतना temperature rise होने के बाद resistance very high हो जाएगा. It means that electrical appliance को हमें low पे रखना पड़ेगा. तो हमें idea हो जाएगा कि that at what temperature what would be the resistance that is being offered by that appliance. वो appliance कितना resistance offer करेगा. But we can predict only when it is being increasing with the uniform rate, and that would be of alloys. So that's why alloys are also play the most important part in the electrical equipment. तो अलॉय बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट प्ले करते हैं, और उसके बारे में इन फ्यूचर जैसे जैसे इन इलेक्ट्रिसिटी वी विल कंटिन्यू, वी विल गेट टू नो. सो दिस इज आवर थर्ड अप्लायंस दैट वी हैव टू डिस्कस. ओके, द रीजन बिहाइंड द अलॉय इज द सेम व्हिच वाज द रीजन बिहाइंड द कंडक्टर, बिकॉज़ अलॉय इज अ मिक्सचर ऑफ टू और मोर कंडक्टर्स और मेटल्स, बट द ओनली थिंग इट्स वेरिएशन वुड बी यूनिफॉर्म. I hope you are clear with how the resistance and resistivity varies with the temperature for conductor, for semiconductor, and for the alloy. Done? Okay. So this was a small topic, and the topic was dependence of resistance with the temperature. Got? Now we are going to discuss some of the basic terms which are going to be very much important parts. So now we are going to discuss some more basic terms related to the electricity. Let's start with that. So the first term that we are going to discuss is conductance. Sometimes it is being represented with capital G. So what is the conductance? So conductance, before understanding the conductance, let us revise again resistance. Rhyming मिल रहा है ना, जैसे इंग्लिश की पोएम में हम लोग राइम मिलाते हैं. Okay, so resistance and conductance. So first of all, what is resistance? Resistance, it is the opposition offered to the flow of charge. Means चार्ज के फ्लो को कितना अपोजिशन ऑफर हुआ. Done. What is conductance? So conductance is just opposite of the resistance. Means it is the allow the flow of the charge. So what is the conductance? It is the allow to flow of charge. And numerically it is reciprocal of resistance. So numerically it is reciprocal of resistance. So conductance, resistance means how much of opposition is being offered to your charge. आपके charges को कितना opposition offer हुआ. But conductance, आपके charges कितने allow हुए. Means the both the things are being talking about the charges but in a different manner. एक आपको बोल रहा है कि आपको कितना रोका गया, but second one is saying कि आपको कितना allow किया गया. It means both are numerically reciprocal to each other. Got it? So conductance is numerically equal to the 1 by r. But it is numerically equal, you can't define it like that. Remember that conductance, it is the definition, it is the mathematical expression. So when I ask you what is the definition of conductance, please do not give the reciprocal of resistance is known as the conductance. So numerically equal है. Remember in the 10th class the power, जब आप light को पढ़ते थे, in light power, the reciprocal of focal length is the power. But this was not the definition. What was the definition of power? The ability of convergence or the divergence of the light by the lens is known as the power, and numerically it is equal to reciprocal of focal length. So it is numerically. Okay? Oh. And what is the resistance? The formula that we derived? ml by NAE square tau. So it is the reciprocal of that. Can we have the SI unit? So the SI unit is ohm inverse or mho. So the SI unit of conductance is ohm inverse, or you can say mho, MHO. Done? So this is the first term, first new term जो हम लोग इस पे काम कर सकते हैं. Okay, one small work that I am leaving for you. एक छोटा सा काम है जो मैं आपके लिए लेफ्ट कर रहा हूँ. It's dimension formula. तो ये आप फिल करेंगे. Just only the reciprocal of resistance. Okay. Similarly, since we have discussed about the conductance, now let's discuss about the next term, and the next term is conductivity, and its symbol is sigma. So conductivity, and this rhyme of and this rhythm of the conductivity is being similar with the resistivity. And this rhyming is matching, that's why it is going to be happen the same. So what is resistivity? First of all, resistivity, it is the ability to oppose the flow of charge. And what is the conductivity? It is the ability to allow the flow of charge. To allow the flow of charge. So definitely in the difference, अगर मैं आपसे बोलूँ what is the difference in conductance and conductivity, the same thing. The difference between resistance and resistivity. Resistance आप कितना opposition लगा रहे हैं, resistivity आप कितना लगा सकते हैं. Conductance हाउ मच यू आर अलाउइंग द चार्ज, आप कितने चार्जेस को अलाउ कर रहे हैं। कंडक्टिविटी, आप कितने चार्जेस को अलाउ कर सकते हैं। होप यू गॉट इट, है ना। सो द डिफरेंस वुड बी द सेम। सो न्यूमेरिकली अगेन conductivity, it is the reciprocal of resistivity. And what was the formula for resistivity? The formula for resistivity was m by n a e, sorry, a would be eliminated, m by n e square tau, the reciprocal of resistivity. Got it? And in a similar manner, in a quick, please help me out for the SI unit. The SI unit would be ohm inverse meter inverse, because the SI unit of resistivity was ohm meter. The SI unit of resistivity was ohm meter, so that's why the SI unit of conductivity is ohm inverse meter inverse. Got it? So we got the two new terms, conductance and conductivity. Now we will discuss about the third term. Third term is your mobility. So mobility, the symbol with the mu. The mu, the symbol that we use for the refractive index. But as I told you in physics, the same symbols, the symbolic representation, but they are used for the different quantities. Means same symbol ही different quantities के लिए हो सकते हैं, but अलग अलग ब्रांचेस में यूज करते हैं. सिमिलरली हम लोगों ने यूज किया रिलैक्सेशन टाइम विच इज बीइंग रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय द टाउ, जो हमारे लिए टॉर्क होता है, बट यहाँ पे नहीं है वो. In the same manner we are using the mobility symbol, but this mobility symbol mu in electrical branch it represents the mobility, but the same symbol when it goes to the optics branch means the light में अगर ये जाता है it will represent the refractive index. So hope you got it, ना. ऐसे बहुत सारे symbols हैं. So what is the mobility? Mobility, if we break this mobility, it made from the two words mobile plus ability. Okay, mobile it is not that mobile जो अभी आप लोग यूज कर रहे हैं आपके पास है. Mobile word actually meaning, और आपने भी सोचा होगा why the mobile word is being given to that handset. इस डिवाइस को मोबाइल ही क्यों बुलाते हैं, टेलीफोन क्यों नहीं बोला. मोस्टली हम लोग इसे मोबाइल कॉल करते हैं, नॉट द टेलीफोन. Why? Because it is a device which is used to communicate, और बाकी अदर फीचर्स हैं इसमें, but it is a device which is portable. Portable word means which can be moved from one point to another point. जिसे आप लोग एक जगह से दूसरी जगह लेके जा सकते हैं. This is the device. And if we can move it from one point to another point, that's why movement word is being described in the mobile. So mobile मतलब movement. And so that's why mobile represents movement, and ability means the ability. So the movement ability. Simple, sir. So what is mobility? Mobility word means movement ability. So what is mobility? So the ability of charge to move in external electric field. Okay. So when we provide the external electric field, so due to that external electric field, charges move in a one particular direction. तभी तो करंट और बाकी सारा कहानी शुरू हुआ. So what is the ability of a charge? Means उस external electric field में आपका चार्ज किस ability से move कर सकता है. और mathematically, or you can say numerically, if I want to write mobility, it is defined as drift velocity per unit electric field. Means how much drift velocity per unit electric field. means कितना move कर रहे हैं in external electric field. But we all know that what was the formula for drift velocity? It is small e capital E tau by m. And when we use that small e capital E tau by m divided by capital E, and capital E cancel with the capital E, so it will become small e tau by m. So we have another small expression that we are gathering. हम लोग अब छोटी definition से small expressions को gather कर रहे हैं, and this is the final expression for the mobility. Mobility means the ability of a charge to move in the external electric field, or mathematically you can say drift velocity per unit electric field. And when we use the formula for the drift velocity that we derived in the second lecture, जो हम लोगों ने derive किया था, when we place it, we can have the answer in this one. Similarly, you can also help me out to make the SI unit here. So drift velocity meter per second, and it is Newton per coulomb. So meter per second, Newton per coulomb. So you can make in this manner. Okay, so meter coulomb divided by Newton per second, Newton second. It was meter per second, Newton per coulomb. Now it is up to us. ये अब हमारे ऊपर है कि हम लोग चीजों को कैसे कैसे डिफाइन करते हुए चल सकते हैं. So you can leave this definition here. आप अपने SI unit को यहीं पे कर सकते हैं. Now you can also will try to make the dimension formula, but it is your homework. So I am lefting the dimension formula for conductance on your side. I am lefting the dimension formula for conductivity on your side, and finally I am also lefting the dimension formula for mobility on your side. Okay. Before ending to that, let us have one more small term that is being very much important, and that term is current density. Symbol is capital J. So what is the current density? It is defined as current flowing per unit area. So what is the current density? Current flowing per unit area, or you can say charge flowing per unit time, charge flowing per unit time per unit area, per unit area. So how much charge is being flowed in a unit time through the unit area? Unit area से unit time में कितने charges flow किए? This is called as current density. Okay, we will continue this current density so that I am going to rub the conductance. So please first of all note it down, the conductance, conductivity, mobility. Now with the current density. Okay, I am just rubbing the conductance here. So what we got? Current density. It is defined as charge flowing per unit area per unit time. But we all know that what is charge flow per unit area? It is the current. So J is equal to current flowing per unit area. This is called as current density, and if we talk about its SI unit will be current per unit area, ampere per meter square. So the SI unit of current density is ampere per meter square. Okay, so that's why we study the one more term, current density. Okay, related to current density, one thing जो मैं और clear कर देना चाहता हूँ, because most of the time or in this chapter also I talk about the density. So आपके दिमाग में हम लोगों ने तरीका रखा है, density word means anything with respect to volume. So sir, if you are talking about current density, so you should talk about the current per unit volume. But let me clear you. When we study anything with respect to volume या anything with respect to anything, जब भी हम लोग किसी भी क्वांटिटी को किसी भी चीज के रिस्पेक्ट में डील करते हैं, so that quantity should be present in that factor जिसके रिस्पेक्ट में पढ़ रहे हैं. जैसे नंबर डेंसिटी, so number of electron per unit volume in the room. तो let's suppose हम लोग जिस रूम में हैं, here we have the gas molecules and gas molecules are present in a volumetric manner. तो ये जो गैस के मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं, इन्होंने अपने आप को स्प्रेड किया है इन अ वॉल्यूमेट्रिक डायमेंशन, मींस 3 डायमेंशन. तो आपका लेंथ में भी है, विड्थ की साइड में और मतलब हाइट के साइड, तो चारों तरफ, और यू कैन से इन ऑल द 3 डायमेंशन वी हैव द gas molecules. So that's why we always study the molecules of the gas in a unit volume. In the kinetic theory of the gases हम लोगों ने ऐसे ही डील किया. Similarly, when we talk about this conductor, so how many number of electrons present in this cap? मान लीजिए, let's talk about. So the number of electrons present in this cap वो हर जगह है, across the length, across the area. So that's why it would be across the volume. But when we talk about the flow of charges, जब भी हम charges के flow करते हैं, so charge will always flow from one end to another end. So this charge is flowing from this end. तो charge इस वाले end से enter कर रहे हैं. So they were flowing from one end to another end, and they are coming out from the another end. Charge or the current never come out through this section, because they always move opposite to the direction of electric field, not the normal. तो आपके जो charges हैं वो electric field के opposite move करेंगे, since electrons are moving. And if the positive charges are moving, so the positive charge will move along the electric field, but charges will never move normal to the electric field. वो कभी भी normal surface पे नहीं जाएंगे, because if the charges will set up across the normal to the surface, अगर charges electric field के surface पे lie करने गए, which is the normal, at that point the work done would be zero. And और हम लोगों ने पढ़ा भी हुआ है that electric field which is being normal to the surface होना चाहिए to maintain the electrostatics. Electrostatics means so that the work done would be zero, ताकि charge rest पे रहे, और वो होना नहीं है यहाँ पे. So if the charge is not going to be stayed in the rest, so definitely charge हमेशा electric field के along चलेगी, either in the same direction or either in opposite. That depend upon the nature of charge, but they will go across this. So means charge will enter through this area and it will come out through this area. It will never use this curved surface area. If I am talking about this cylindrical shape of the marker, जिसे मैं as a conductor अगर use करता हूँ, so it means amount of charge is being, means कितने charge flow कर रहे हैं. We are not talking about charge stored. We are talking about charge flowing, and these charge are being flowing through this cross section area. तो वो इसी एरिया से एंटर कर रहे हैं, इससे बाहर निकल रहे हैं. इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता whether this length is 5 centimeter or whether this length is 20. Length will only matters on the opposition. Length केवल resistance पे असर डालेगा, not in the current manner. Okay, वो अगर आप देख रहे हैं कि सर resistance ज़्यादा होगा तो current कम होगा, that is the good thing जो आपके दिमाग में चल रहा है, but that is for the given voltage के लिए काम करेगा वो. So when we talk about this manner, so that's why we always study the flow of charge per unit time, means कितने charge flow किए unit time में, not through the volume, क्योंकि charges volume के across flow नहीं कर रहे हैं, charges are flowing across the cross section area. That's why charge is being studied per unit area, and this is called as current density, and the dimension formula for that you are going to study by your own. So please, after the conductance, note it down: the conductivity, mobility and current density. Okay, hope you have all been noted down. And now since we have discussed the some of these small terms, so now I am going to discuss with you a important relation which has been asked in the 2017 paper. And the name of that relation is that we are going to study is relation between J stands for current density and electric field. Let's have a relation among both of them. चलिए दोनों के बीच में relation निकालना शुरू करते हैं. तो since we all know that current density, it is being J is equal to I by A, but since I is equal to V naught, I is equal to drift velocity into charge of electron into number density into cross section area, thus J would be, if we use the value of I here, V E N A divided by A. So what is J? V E N. Done. But since we also know that drift velocity is E tau by m, so when we use this value here, what we got? J is equal to E tau by m into En So current density would be E square n tau by m into electric field. Got it? Now, if we look this term very much carefully, अगर हम इस term पे बराबर से ध्यान दें, तो since we know that resistivity is m by n E square tau. This is the expression for resistivity. But it is not like that. It is the reciprocal of this. And what is the reciprocal of resistivity? We have recently studied. This is called as conductivity. So J is equal to 1 by rho into electric field, because it is the reciprocal of that, or 1 by rho, it is also known as conductivity. And this is the one of the most important relation जो हमसे most of the time यहाँ से पूछा गया है. And in 2017, if I repeat the question was define the resistivity. First of all, he asked for that. Next, he say obtain the relation of resistivity in terms of relaxation time. So he asked us to derive that, and then he asked us obtain the relation between current density and the electric field. This was a 3 marks question. उन्होंने definition पूछा, रेजिस्टिविटी को रिलैक्सेशन टाइम के टर्म में हम लोगों ने डिराइव किया कहां से? फ्रॉम द वेरिफिकेशन ऑफ ओम्स लॉ. देन ही आस्क्ड अस टू फाइंड आउट अ रिलेशन. देन वी फाइंड अ रिलेशन. सो फॉर दिस रिलेशन वी डू नॉट हैव टू स्टडी अ न्यू थिंग. दैट्स व्हाई हम लोगों ने इसे थोड़ा जल्दी भी कर लिया है विद इन द 2-3 मिनट्स. व्हाई? बिकॉज़ वी हैवंट यूज्ड एनी ऑफ द न्यू फार्मूला, एनी ऑफ द न्यू डेफिनेशन और कांसेप्ट. कुछ नया नहीं लिया, सब पुराने जो अभी तक पढ़ के आए हैं वही यूज किए हैं. J is equal to I by A, we have studied recently. I is equal to V now has been already derived. VD is equal to E tau by M. This has already been derived. This is the 1 by rho. Mean this term is the reciprocal of resistivity. Already पढ़ा जा चुका है. And the reciprocal of resistivity is conductivity. It is also been already studied. It means this whole derivation is being already studied. But the point is that we have to arrange in this manner. And in the same manner, by the end of the electricity, हम लोग बात करते जाएंगे. You will see some Hort's numerical में आपको मिलेगा, where he will ask us to derive a relation between certain quantity. He will ask us that derive the relation between certain quantities. वो पूछेगा हमसे. But we do not have to get confused. फिर आप ये सवाल नहीं करेंगे, सर ये relation तो आपने कभी करवाया नहीं. Now we have to apply some common sense और हमें relation को निकालने का कोशिश करना पड़ेगा. Okay, so that's why we started the relation between J and D. We started with the definition. हमें electric field चाहिए, but हमारे पास current है. Current relate with the drift velocity and drift velocity relate with the electric field. And finally हमें relation मिल गया. Got it? So please note it down, that relation. Okay, now since as I am seeing that your nearly 1 hour of the lecture has been completed, 1 घंटे का lecture जो मुझे दिखाई दे रहा है वो completed हो चुका है. So I will not take that much time, but I leave something on you. So with the end of this lecture, एक work मैं आपको left करके जा रहा हूँ. Okay, dimensions formula आपको लिखने को दिए थे, वो small है, but one important relation जो मैं आपके साथ discuss करूँगा and you will solve by own, because I believe in you that you all can do by your own. तो इस पे टाइम नहीं लगाते हैं. Do not spend or do not indulge in that much time related to that. इसमें ज़्यादा टाइम खर्च नहीं करते हैं. And the next topic that we are going to study is combination of resistors. I am not going to spend that much more time on that. मैं इस पे टाइम नहीं लगाने वाला हूँ. And the combinations of resistors are in series connection and parallel connection. Got it? Series connection, current remains the same because they are in a same line, but across every resistor voltage is different, and the net resistance is Rs is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. But how the equivalent resistance is that आप पूरा solve करेंगे. Okay, the series and the parallel connection of capacitors वो हमारे लिए न्यू था, इसलिए हम लोगों ने उस पर वर्क किया, और उसमें एक हमने किया, दूसरा आप लोगों ने मुझे बेस्ट करके दिया. दैट्स वाज अ ग्रेट थिंग. बट आई होप ये दोनों आप खुद कर सकते हैं. इन पैरेलल वोल्टेज रिमेन द सेम, current would be different across each resistor, and parallel result 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by. So your homework is derive the equivalent resistance of series and parallel. This is your homework. ये अब आपका होमवर्क है जो आप लोग कंप्लीट करेंगे. Okay, with this video there is no assignment which is going to be linked with the in the description box. तो इस वीडियो का कोई असाइनमेंट रिलेटेड नहीं है, तो कोई असाइनमेंट नहीं मिल रहा है, यही आपका होमवर्क है. ओके, जस्ट आफ्टर दिस मींस इसके जस्ट बाद हमें सीरीज और पैरेलल के न्यूमेरिकल्स करने, बट आई एम नॉट टेकिंग क्योंकि बहुत ज्यादा हो जाएगा, तो आपको दूसरे सब्जेक्ट पे भी लुकआउट करना है. सो इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो जब हम लोग और चीजें पढ़ेंगे देन वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट दी सीरीज एंड दी पैरेलल न्यूमेरिकल्स को हम लोग उसके अंदर देख लेंगे. ठीक है, सो न्यूमेरिकल्स वुड बी द सेम, 10th क्लास में पढ़े थे, कैपेसिटर्स पे वर्क किया है, सीरीज पैरेलल देखना कैसे, द ओनली डिफरेंस कैपेसिटर फॉर्मूलेज का, अदरवाइज बाकी अदर चीजें तो सेम ही हैं. सो होप यू कैन सॉल्व दिस आउट, आप इसे डिराइव करेंगे, कंप्लीट करेंगे, and we will meet in the next lecture with the numericals of series and parallel and with the some other important topic के साथ हम meet करेंगे. Okay, so please अपने homework को complete करेंगे, ये आप लोग खुद करने वाले हैं. So don't say that at last sir आपने कराया नहीं था, आपने छोड़ दिया था. तो ये छोटा सा homework आपके लिए. Please, thank you very much.